They can hear us right now? Are you sure that they can hear us? Typically, I ask that question in a joking manner, but...
Hey!
Yo ho 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 ho! What is up, doggitos? How y'all feeling?
I think they're feeling
This is
good.
the Brew with Brotherwife. This is Tyler. I'm Jeff. We're a
There
band that's
we
also
go.
a game show.
You were very cautious that time. You knew that if you didn't do it the right way, you were gonna lose it. But you're holding your cards right and you're playing them right. We're a band that's also a game show.
This guy happens to be a podcast. We're trying to bring a little bit of our life into your world, our brew into your mouth. You're a bad boy. You're a literal bad boy.
I'm a bad boy, but you have to own a little bit that you're a bad boy too. Cause I'm the initiator of bad boy behavior, but then you stall sometimes on bad boy behavior. I put the bad boy ball in your court, and you play ball.
Okay, I'll play ball, but if I'm fucking coerced to do so by the circumstances, I didn't even want to play. You're the one that brought the ball.
You always have a choice. You always have a choice.
Jump rope. I was going to be a jump rope league champion, and I was going to live to 111.
You know, I can actually see that. I don't know if you guys know this. Jeff, early in life, really wanted to be a pastor. Really wanted to be like a, what is it called? You wanted to be a youth priest?
And that...
You wanted to do religious stuff with kids, right?
Yeah. You just, when you said pastor, it kind of sounded like pasture, so I was trying to make like a joke, like I'm a dairy cow.
Oh.
I wanted to go to pasture.
Go to pasture. We're gonna send Jeff. We're starting a GoFundMe. Send Jeff to pasture.
I'm ready to be delivered.
He's ready to be delivered.
Hit me up.
I had some.
Where were you going with that though?
Oh, just
Going with that?
Shit, where was I going with that? Oh, I could see that having been a dream of yours. I just was thinking about, like, he wanted to be a pastor. He could have been running and gunning on jump rope. There could have been like a year and a half of his life where he was like practicing jump rope for like 45 to 90 minutes a day.
Well, it's amazing cardio, and here's the thing, you can do it anywhere. And if somebody fucking makes fun of you, are they jump roping? Do they have tremendous calves? Can they wear shorts completely unfazed?
These are all good questions.
These are the things you got to ask yourself when you're confronted with somebody who is hating on some jumping.
Sure. Well, okay, so I've got a couple questions for you.
I haven't jump roped in a while though, probably like 2 years. It's fucking harder
jump roped.
When you're an adult, jump roping is really not in a easy way to go.
When you're a kid, like, let's compare it to playing a video game. Like, in a video game, typically you've got like a health regeneration amount, and you've got like damage, right? Like, you take damage from things. When you're a kid, your health regeneration is phenomenal. Like, you can get really fucked up and just like spring back.
You can fall off of like the side of a building, and then you're just like,
oh,
and then you're eating a popsicle like 7 minutes later.
Yeah, no, 100%. But then when you get to a certain age, like even jumping rope, it's like -1 HP, -1. Every time you land, your knees are taking, And I'm imagining, have you ever seen like in video games they have like ship damage charts? It's like you can take damage to different areas of your ship or your vehicle. In some games too, it'll be like the front end of your vehicle. It's like you can just see the knees going.
Yeah.
So it's like you've got 99 jumps before your knees explode.
Dude, it's fucked. I just cannot stop thinking about that lately. Like, you have the one body. I hope that we get some scientific improvements in the next 10, 20 years. But it's like not looking good for like having one intestinal tract or like having one heart. Like, that's not a move per se
Yeah.
for longevity, and it's just scary that like I don't know. I was just thinking about it today. Actually, there should be like a fucking, Big Mouth is kind of like a show about like growing up through puberty. There should be a show about people like nobody is under the age of 40, and it's like, and there's like one token like 70-year-old, and they talk about like getting old, and maybe they like the kids aren't part of it. Maybe they all meet at a bar. I don't know if I'm just trying to rewrite Cheers, but I just feel like everybody.
I
should
feel
be,
like this has to be done. But I hear you.
People could latch on because they're like, oh, they're talking about problems that affect me, and then people that are our age that are noticing their own mortality, they can be like, oh, that's really funny because that's going to help me cope with what's going to happen.
We
in
should
about 20
pitch
years.
it. We should pitch it to the guys that made Big Mouth, and it can just be called Bad Knees
Bad news.
or Sad Mouth.
Sad Mouth.
Big Mouth, Sad Mouth.
Big Mouth, Big Dentures.
Big dentures. Overbite.
For folks that don't know, I already have a partial denture.
He does.
So and I'm trying to get rid of it one day.
One of these days.
But you need to like, follow, and subscribe.
Like, follow, and subscribe. And just
We
so
should
you guys
make
know, what's that?
Help. We should see if the Brotherwife crew, the Brew crew, wants to help me get a real tooth in.
Ooh, yeah, that's a nice.
But not like directly funding, but like get like a company to sponsor.
Sure.
Like we get them to like sign a petition to like Cheez-Its, and then
Yeah.
Cheez-Its sponsors it, but it has to be yellow.
Yeah. Anytime you.
Something like that. I would never ask you guys for money. I would just ask you for support.
Oh, fuck, dude. They get you a tooth, but it's exactly the same color as a fucking Cheez-It.
Yeah, that's
is
what I would do.
fucking
If put me in charge of
hilarious.
Cheez-Its. That's what I would do.
Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, we need to do that. And just before we move off of the topic, I have to let everybody know, it's called a flipper. If you want to use it in a derogatory term, like if you're trying to hurt somebody you know that has a denture, call it a flipper. We've determined that's the racial slur of dentures.
Yeah, it's only a flipper if it's a partial. If it's full dentures, that's just dentures.
Well, we need to make a racial slur for dentures then. Wait, it's not a racial slur,
Right.
it's just a slur.
Folks, one of the things that we do here on The Brew is we read you the news stories that you want to hear, that you may not have heard, and that's where we come in as a service-based program. Our leading story today: customer sues chopped eatery chain over salad that she says contained a piece of the manager's finger.
Ooh.
So that is a problem.
That is really great. I think a really big question here, though, is how much of the finger?
I mean, you have to see enough of the finger to really
To know
make
it's
a discernible
finger.
judgment.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, that's a good
Like,
point.
you're not just seeing a little bit of flesh. You're like, oh, is that like a weird carrot?
At the point you
like-
can tell it's a finger, it's too much finger. There's a threshold.
Absolutely.
At the point you can tell it's a finger, it's too much finger.
Well, because it's like, oh, we all eat 6 spiders each year when we sleep. We all eat 1 finger every decade.
Yeah, yeah. What I'm just imagining, like, if you're the right kind of person, if you're the wrong kind of person, what a fucking tragedy. That's disgusting. But if you're the right kind of person, you're like, it's like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the golden ticket. You're like, Mama, Mama, Mama.
Finger
flash!
You've hit the lot.
I've got
You're
finger flash!
generationally wealthy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like you just
Yeah.
fucking hit the lotto of fucking lawsuits. Like 98% of people are devastated by getting finger in their salad, but like 2% of the population is really excited about finger in their salad. And then
Yeah.
they're like, Mama's like, calm down, boy, calm down. No, cry. You need to cry now. You need to cry now. Cry now. I would take a video. You start crying. Give me the finger. Do not put it in your mouth again. Give me the finger now. There's this whole process that goes on with
Absolutely.
the theatrics.
He's too excited, but she's wise to know how to
She's
react
wise.
to the situation.
She's more excited even, but she doesn't show
right,
it.
but she's cool and calm and collected.
On the outside, she looks calm and ready to drop bombs. Her son keeps on
But she
forgetting
keeps
to
on-
calm
yeah.
down, to go slow. Don't put the finger back in his mouth. If he does that.
Customers filed a lawsuit against the fast casual chain Chopped over a salad that she says contained a piece of the manager's finger. The lawsuit filed Monday by Allison Cozy of Greenwich, Connecticut. I don't know what it is, but I know that that's a pretty wealthy place, actually. Greenwic. It's just like a sandwich, but maybe I'm thinking of maybe I'm thinking of Greenwich, because that's where like
Greenwich. Yeah, I think it's just Greenwich.
Like millionaires and billionaires live. Okay. Greenwich, Connecticut alleges that she bought a salad at a Chopped location in Mount Kisco, New York on April 7th, 2023, and realized while eating it that she was, quote, chewing on a portion of a human finger that had been mixed into and made part of the salad, end quote. There it is. She was chewing on it. According to the suit, a manager at the restaurant accidentally severed a piece of her left pointer finger while chopping arugula. The manager went to the hospital, but contaminated arugula, which was served to customers, including Cozy, the lawsuit says.
Wow. Yeah, that is a pretty fucking big problem. Like, you think about the amount of, like, losses that a restaurant goes through just from food going bad anyways, and they're like, we can't find the finger. There's blood all over the arugula.
Yeah.
Let's serve it.
I mean, like, they're like, it's Christmas time. Red and green.
Red and green, baby. Red and green.
Come on.
I mean, and you think about it, too. The manager has to go to the hospital, so the person that would be like, don't serve that, there's blood and a finger in it, is going to the fucking hospital.
Right. That's like the star quarterback going out and then the guy immediately making an interception.
Exactly. You know,
he's
it's
not
like
the guy that's equipped to handle situations like this.
There's a bunch of like 17-year-old high schoolers who, you know, they're like fucking, you know, it's a chopped salad eatery. Like, I don't even know. I wish we had some chopped salad eateries. I hear that and I'm like, where the fuck is my chopped salad eatery?
Absolutely.
I would eat a finger if that's what it took to get a chopped salad eatery in Kitsap County.
I mean, it's all about risk versus reward. That's protein. The thing is, there are salad chains, TT, that are out there, but they are tremendously overpriced for a salad. I'm talking like $16 when things are said and done for a salad. It's pretty fucked.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you'll get a great salad, don't get me wrong. It's everything you've ever wanted in a salad experience, but it's not catered to you. It's catered to people that make like 4 times amount.
See, what I would be down with, and I think they might be down with this too, is if they gave me 2 full-ass sized salads in a container with a divider in it, and it was 2 meals. And then I could just go swing through for lunch and pick up my lunch and dinner at the same time. They get their $20, I get 2 salads for $10 a piece instead of $16 a salad. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do that like once every 3 months when I'm feeling frisky.
I don't even really want to talk about this, but can I talk about your brilliant idea? Because you should add that onto ND.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Signed an NDA about ND.
Yeah, and we could call it Endies.
Indies. Oh,
yeah.
And it could be
Endies, not dogs.
God, we should rip off everybody.
We should rip off everybody all at the same time. Yeah. And we could do a finger dog. It's not hot dogs. It's just fingers. We intentionally cut off. We've got 20 fingers and it takes 2 fingers to make a hot dog, so we can only make 10 finger dogs.
God damn, but if you get one, you get to sit with us at the big table.
You get to sit with us at the big table.
Cozy said in the lawsuit that she suffered injuries during shock, panic attacks, migraine, cognitive impairment, nausea, dizziness, and neck and shoulder pain.
Oh my God. This is
a contaminated salad. She is seeking unspecified monetary damages. An email seeking comment was sent to Chopped Creative Salad Co., a chain with more than 70 locations across the eastern United States. Cozy's attorney said Tuesday that she does not want to comment further. That's a good call.
So, that is the most obviously frivolous lawsuit I have ever heard.
God.
Can you read that one more time for me?
This to be in America, man. This is like she is that fucking grandma. She is the one that's like, oh my God.
Calm down. You must start crying now.
Rosie said in the lawsuit that she suffered injuries including shock, panic attacks, migraine, cognitive impairment, nausea, dizziness, and neck and shoulder pain as a result of eating the contaminated salad.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
Neck and shoulder pain.
It's like,
I'm imagining she's like rocking back and forth at night. Just,
yeah.
I mean, because here's the thing. She's tasted human flesh.
She might not be able to go back.
She can't go back. So
it's
that's
the albatross.
It's the torment.
Yeah.
It's the albatross. It's the torment. I mean,
so
I get it. She needs the money in order to start a underground syndicate of people that can procure her feed, her daily feed.
She needs at least $150,000 to set that up, realistically. And it's not her
easy out
fault.
here when you taste human flesh.
If she got the finger in her mouth because somebody was punching her repeatedly in the mouth and part of their finger came off, then I could see this list of damages.
Yes.
But
then
getting a little bit of
together.
finger in your mouth, like,
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Have you ever heard of a fucking napkin? Have you ever heard of just spitting it out? Come on. You are making like a really big deal of this.
I for sure wouldn't do a lawsuit if I found finger in my salad. I would probably not go back there.
Oh my God, no! I would 1,000. I would do exactly what she's doing.
Really?
I would do exactly what she's. Oh my God, yes. Fuck Chopped.
Okay, the thing is, I run a business, so I guess I'm like live and let live, and I'm just hoping that my karma comes back around to me. It is so scary running a business these days.
No, that's fair. I just would love to be finger rich. You're literally at the Hamptons. You're in a jacuzzi at the Hamptons. They're like talking about how they made their money.
You've
They're
just
like,
got you've got a company that goes to impoverished third world countries and pays people $1,000 to cut off one of their fingers. You've just got literal, finger food. You've got finger food platter. Butlers are serving. You're like, I'm just trying to relive the trauma. I'm just reliving the trauma.
You have to get them in there, though. You have to give them the job because the whole thing is it was the manager's finger. So you have to get them hired, and you have to be like, listen, we don't want to exclude anybody. You wouldn't want to be racist, right? You should probably hire this person, and then when they're in there, they execute and they serve you the finger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, you can't be a part of it. You can't help them get hired.
Finger Food Incorporated. Finger Food Incorporated. Finger food exclusive.
Finger Food exclusive.
Finger Food
I like
exclusive.
That. FF&E.
FF&E.
FF&E. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful. But I mean, the real funny thing is it's literally called Chopped. She chopped her finger off. Chopped a portion of her finger off.
That's
literally
good.
called Chopped.
That's pretty good. That's really good.
I mean, you shouldn't have foreshadowed your own demise with a name like that. Just like we're eventually going to get married. I hate it. I do hate that.
Hate that that's the case, but
I do hate that.
At this point, it's a guarantee. And we both have the ability. Can you marry yourself if you're a licensed priest?
You can marry. Yeah, no, we each have the ability to marry other people. So that's a good point. It's a good point.
That'd be fucking weird.
What if I somehow married you while you were like high on ketamine or something, like on accident? Or maybe like you were drunk or like, something. Some
Was it
sort
an
of
accident
happens.
for you too?
No.
It's purely intentional for you. But for me, it's
purely
an accident.
intentional.
And then you're like,
for you, it's an accident.
Yeah, no, sorry, you legally divorced Allison and married me.
Yeah, no, and then like I was able to make a whole cadre of people in on it.
Okay, I mean, you could probably do it. There's a lot of people that would find that really funny, I think.
If anybody wants to support, I'm trying to get a partial denture removed, and I'm trying to marry TT under false pretenses.
Under false pretenses. Under false UFP. Under false pretenses. Really similar to an HFO, but a little bit different.
Right. Folks, HFO, it's kind of like, how Riz was the word of 2023? HFO is going to be the life-changing experience of 2024 and beyond.
Yeah.
Tyler, have you HFO'd yet? We need to get an HFO monitor on you.
Oh, yeah.
You have not HFO'd.
I haven't HFO'd yet. Honestly, I'm going to get into like, not really some real stuff, but I'll be real with you. I tried for a while, and then something started happening where every time I would meditate, I would get really fucking horny.
Oh, okay.
Which seems fine, but it's just not. It's just
'Cause
fucking
then-
not. Because you're trying to meditate to, like, ground yourself, be, like, one with the fucking universe, and instead, you just...
You're wetting yourself.
You're
You're being one with your fucking
one with your
hand.
Yeah, no, it's so I kind of was like, I'm gonna take a break on this for a second. I'm gonna take a break on this for a second.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm coming back to it.
I mean, that means you unlocked something. If I can be honest, that means you really unlocked something.
In what way?
Well,
Oh, that I was
you-
getting close. I was right on the...
Yeah.
I was
You're right on the
close!
precipice of being able to HFO. Folks, if you don't know what we're talking about, it's hands-free orgasming.
Yeah.
And that is what Tyler's been trying to do. And we here at the Brew, we support him in his mission. We check in.
In 2017, I achieved 1 HFO.
Yeah.
And I've never gone back.
Never went back. And that's the beauty of an HFO. It doesn't matter the distance or the time in between. It just matters how hard you fucking bust.
How hard you bust. It's like it's happening right now. That's how it echoes through the ages. No, it really does. Do you guys, okay, wet dreams, like, you
can
know,
meditate to get a fucking HFO.
meditate to get an HFO. I can't,
Yeah.
maybe I'm like, you remember when I had coital migraines? You remember that?
I do remember that.
So during that time, I finally was like, this is ending now. I am going to come and I will be free. And I did, and I had a 3-day-long migraine that, like, shut me down so hard I thought I was gonna die. I, like, barely moved for 3 whole days. Like, I was in bed with, like, rags and cold compresses, loaded it up on drugs. Like, it was just
Fuck's too hard, folks.
But I'm like, maybe I just need to cross the threshold and go full HFO, and then I'll regain meditative control over my mind.
Absolutely. But I liked where you were going with wet dreams, because I was thinking about that earlier. Like, that really is what an HFO is. It's just a wet dream.
Yeah! And it feels, you've wet dreamed, right? You've had a wet dream.
Fucking maybe like once.
Oh,
Maybe like once
no.
or
You need
twice.
to go to a doctor
I
or a
always wake up before I get that. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
That's like Newcomb Plus. That's like Newcomb Plus Plus.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You got to get an
Newcomb-
HFO. Yeah, let's let them know what Newcomb is.
Well, Newcomb is just when you try something different for the first time, and then you're like, oh, you know what I mean, folks? When you're just like, oh, wow, this is something different, and
this is special.
I'm responding
This is a special
adequately.
moment. Yeah, this is a special moment. I'm just thinking about, we're 23 minutes in, so, I mean, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Not, but shout out Bill, Tyler's father-in-law, if he's watching.
Shout out Bill. You should try
just- how you
HFO.
doing?
You should try HFOs.
Fuck with me, Poppy. Try H with the try H with them.
Oh
my god.
No,
Man,
seriously, it's healthy. It's healthy. Everyone agrees it's healthy. Prostate
here's the thing.
orgasms are also healthy. Like, literally, very healthy for you. You know what else is healthy?
That was
Ketamine.
spread-
Just
that was
everything
spread
I
by the
like,
Jews.
I just say
that
it's
was literally
healthy.
a Jewish agenda.
That's gonna be. Can you make that my new ringtone for me? I'm gonna send you a recording of me going. That was exactly what my laugh just was. Somebody fucking. I'll pay somebody $10,000 to kill me in the next 7 days. Somebody fucking come into my house and kill me, and not cleanly, with like a 2x4 with 5 rusty 16-penny nails coming out of it.
Oh, jeez.
Just back of the head.
Maybe it's gonna be me. Maybe it's gonna be me.
Maybe it should be you.
I'll get you.
The Alpha and the Omega. You created me and you will destroy me.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
What's that?
I didn't say shit. What do we got on news, Doc? Moving along.
All right.
Okay, something bad is gonna happen for a second, guys, and I'm so sorry. Ah!
Oh, you're trying to test the peak?
No, I'm turning down the volume on the.
Why didn't you just say that something bad was gonna be you screaming? So why don't you cover your ears?
Oh.
You gave a false. You gave a false warning.
No. Something bad did happen. I had to pop up the lo-fi girl over our faces to turn the volume down.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so something terrible happened. Something really terrible happened.
So here's the thing. We are not together because Tyler is sick. But the thing is, I actually am starting to feel pretty sick myself this morning. So that's actually not good.
Oh, I'm going to have to do something.
This morning.
I mean, you can have the whole ownership of Lupin that we agreed
on. He said that he didn't feel sick. He said back room would be a sacred space. And it kind of was. It kind of was. There was some arbitrage. That's not the right word. But I'm sick. So you got to give me a break.
I got to give you a break. Yeah, you kind of get a free one. If you're sick, though, I don't trust you yet. I'll trust you tomorrow.
Well, the thing is, I fucking hate being in a job where I am the only person that can do a thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, okay, well, if I can't go in tomorrow, I don't know what happens.
Honestly, look at me right now. I think you'll be able to go in. I mean, we do have different genetics. It's going to be really funny if this actually kills you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I hope it does.
I'm not
sick.
Hope it
does.
This is very mild, and then it just straight up fucking kills you. That would be, honestly.
Yeah, no, I would like that. That would be my lasting gift, just to be on your psyche. But you'd forget about me in like 4 months. So
yeah, maybe.
It'd be all good.
4 months. I'd do ketamine like 3 times and then be over it.
And it'd be like, it was better that way.
I'd get all your shit out of the garage like 3 days afterwards. Just burn it in the backyard. Do a bunch of ketamine. Processed. Yeah,
absolutely.
I really moved through that just. I was really expecting a lot, but
it was not that big of a deal. And I feel horny. I feel like I'm an HFO right now. Minneapolis store clerk killed after being impaled by golf club. Neighbors remember the victim as a quote bright light in the community. Oh,
they actually were trying to say that his store had like a really bright light on it. It's like the Twitter sign, the Twitter sign memes.
Right.
They remembered him for a really bright light, and then they just skewed it a little bit to remember him as a really bright light. Nobody could sleep in our neighborhood. His light was too bright. He said that there were settings for it. It would go down. It never went down, interestingly enough.
I had to go over there 7 actual times, every time. It became an issue.
And when he's dead, the light goes down. So what I say, it's a good thing for the neighborhood. Okay, I'm sorry. He had a bright light.
I feel, excuse me, I need to go to bed. I've got tea time early in the morning.
It's tea time with my neighbors, not him though, because he's dead and because I didn't invite him because of the bright light. But now I can get a good night's rest for my tea time and enjoy the presence of my local companions. I killed him. With the golf club. So did somebody stab him with a golf club? I think that's got to be the case.
Thank God. You know about tea time, right?
No, I thought it was kind of a weird way to go, and I didn't understand it.
Yeah, tea time is when somebody says they have a tea time, it means they have like to be at the golf course at like 6 a.m. or like 9 a.m. or whatever. A tea time is like when you have to be at the golf course.
That makes a lot more fucking sense.
Yeah, I knew you didn't know, and I was like, that's okay.
I rolled with it as well as I could.
I appreciate you. See this, folks? This guy is willing to support even when he doesn't have the context. That's a true partner right there. That's beautiful. I love that. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then I in turn inform you, and here we are.
Together we have one functional member of a podcast. If we could just let's just sew the front of my face to your face and then attach a dog's face to the back of your head, and the dog's face can be the spokesman, and we'll whisper to each other everything. And then we just need one additional cast member to be a normal person, and we're good to go.
Really quick, I just need you to enable share screen really quick. I wasn't going to share my screen, but because it always glitches out, I feel like when we do it. But there's just this ad that I cannot fucking stop watching. This whole time I've like had the fucking news article up, but there's just this ad gif. I don't know what this product is. It says here are the 23 of the coolest gifts for Christmas 2023. This is just fucking. It's not even gonna like show the GIF, but I just want to show the good folks at home and you.
You can.
What the fuck could this possibly be? This right here on the right with the fucking running water.
It's not.
It's a little
it's not
ring.
there yet. Oh.
Okay, it's a ring. It's a sensor, and then there's running water over the little ring sensor. Does this check for impurities in your water? Because it's not. You're just wearing the ring.
Huh.
Is it like hard by electricity? It's able to like get wet and then like get some sort of read once it's wet with electricity.
I mean, I feel like
it's not even. It's probably not even a real product.
I feel like it's probably advertising that it can get wet. I feel like it's probably like a health sensor, and it's like, and you can even put it under running water and it'll be okay.
Okay.
It's like, you guys, we've had IP67 around for like fucking a decade. Nobody is impressed.
What's IP67?
It's a type of weatherproof. Like IP is like a rating system for weatherproofing. So like a lot of your like speakers are IP67. They can just be out in the rain. Like when you buy like wiring and electrical hardware. What's that?
I did not know anything about IP67.
Yeah,
so I wanted the folks at home to be
absolutely
along with us, abreast with us rather.
IP67 is the minimum requirement for solar equipment.
Okay, well I know something. Do you know what WD-40 stands for? Water displacement 40. So think about that. Displaces water.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. This thing is probably waterproof, and it's
just
being
some dumb
showcased
fucking
here.
health sensor. Has anybody fucking ever used one of those health sensors and like gotten anything from it?
I mean, I think they're probably good in a certain regard. Probably like certain.
Now that there's AI. I thank you, Dylan. Yes, LP. Fuck, what are they? LP? Yeah, LP ratings are great to know. Yes, they are great to know. Thank you, Dylan. They are. LP67, you know? But no, I think now that AI is in the mix, you might actually, because instead of just being like, okay, great, I don't sleep great from like 2 to 3:30 a.m., now AI will be like, you don't sleep great from 2 to 3:30 a.m. Here's 7 things you need to do because of that. As you do those things, we're going to also watch this. And then, why in the fuck are you not eating until 11 a.m.? You are starving your fucking body. You want me to do my job?
Yeah,
you do yours.
It's pretty funny.
I can't do my job if you don't do your fucking job. So pull it together, Ricky. You're gonna fucking die! That's the AI. That's ChatGPT.
Wow. In your health device.
Your health device.
I mean, but that's where these things are going. I mean, they're just getting a baseline of what it means to be a health device right now, and then all the AI and shit is coming later. Once people are like in the ecosystem and know how to use it. I mean, yeah, no, with AI, shit's about to.
It's all just integration.
It's like the internet. It's like how somebody could not have fathomed what the internet is going to do. Like, we're going to live in a world that is so fucking removed from what we're in. And it scares me about these little ads that are on like the side here. Like, you know, these ones are pretty tame, but like looking at the news, you just see all these like fucking on-screen share. I'm trying to find one of these.
Oh, okay. You're using it still. So
I'm using it still. Yeah. Like these.
Love you too, Dylan. Love you too, Dylan.
Grandma would fucking like click on this. Here are 29 of the coolest gifts for 2023. You're literally a fucking 60-year-old grandma. You're on NBC News. This is you and your friends right here to the left. And you're like, you know what? I want to fucking shop for my grandson. I'm going to click this. And we're going to fall into fucking weird AI traps. We're going to have like fake AI friends at the bank. They're going to steal our fucking money.
Absolutely.
It's going to be crazy.
Also, I just need to give a quick shout out to the 750,000 pounds of ground beef that was in that middle advertisement.
I did see that, and I was wanting to click on that. I was curious.
That's the kind of ad that gets me. I'm like, I need to see what they're doing with that. But no, everybody's gonna, everybody's like, man, I wish I had somebody I could trust that would tell me how to live my life. Everybody's gonna literally have an AI daddy or AI mommy in like the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, because if you look at, you integrate BMIs, brain machine interfaces, and commercial installations of BMIs is gonna take a while. It's gonna take more than 10 years for sure. It's gonna be a whole thing. It's gonna be all medical for a long time, crippled people, paralyzed people. But once that gets pushed through, all of a sudden you're gonna have something in your brain that can be like, and he has 76% dopamine right now, 53% serotonin, and 23%. It's gonna be able to gauge all this. It's gonna be able to gauge all this stuff in your head, and we're gonna have cameras. Like, I'll get the cameras. I don't give a shit. You're gonna have cameras in your house that are gonna. It's gonna be able to tell what you're doing all the time, and it's gonna be able to go, okay, so when you do this, you feel bad 35 minutes later, and you feel bad for 45 minutes. So if you have to do that, here's what we think you should do. This is what you're eating. This is how your body responds to it. Like, all of a sudden, all these unknowables, like a diet, is going to become so knowable, not in a scientific way, but in an anecdotal way, because there's going to be your AI pop is going to be watching you and going, every time you eat eggs, you have diarrhea a day and a half later. Like all of these unknowables are going to be knowable, and it doesn't even require the science, because the science for humans is so difficult because we're all so different, but it's going to be anecdotally personalized for every individual human being, and that's, at this point, almost more valuable than the science.
But then the thing is, Nabisco's going to get involved, and everyone's going to just have a hankering for Triscuits. So it's fucked up. Like, it's gonna get corrupted some way where it's gonna be a problem.
Oh God, yeah, no.
And that's, I mean, the internet was beautiful for, like, I mean, imagine YouTube. 2006, 2010 YouTube. What a time to be alive. Vivo, I miss Vivo. I never thought I'd miss Vivo.
You know
Vivo?
Yeah, I know Vivo. You scared me there for a second.
There's no reason to miss Vivo,
Yeah.
but
See,
I just miss the simple.
Vine? You remember Vine? Was Vine first? Like, Vine was like pre-TikTok. Vine was like TikTok.
Vine really was the first, and I had a lot of fun with Vine with my friends, and I do regret not going harder on Vine, because I feel like it would have just been a good time to start making content.
Sure. Every time you do that, I'm just gonna say, oh, you regret everything. Oh, you regret everything.
I regret not taking opportunities. And when people get older, that's the thing that they commonly regret the most. So folks, take the opportunities that you want. That's one of the things that, like, missing opportunities, I don't think there's much that can hurt me more. Like, just depending on like little things, big things, like just missing opportunities. It's hard to not dwell on that.
Have you ever thought about how if you collected every piece of used gum that you ever found in your life, at this point you'd probably have like a ball of used gum like this big?
Absolutely. And then I could use it to fucking murder you, and then I'd chew it gleefully, and I'd have all the teeth out of my head cracked and broken, and then I could just get real dentures, and it'd be a lot easier than living with a partial.
Than living with a partial functional bandmate. I'm imagining a horror film that's actually like somebody does that, and then they, for some reason, somebody's going to call the health department on them for the bubble gum. And so they use a blowtorch to melt the bubble gum down and encase the person in it, and the only thing you can see of the person is their eyes and their mouth. And then they keep them alive in their basement. That brings me over to The Patient. Steve Carell playing a really serious role as a counselor, and a serial killer abducts him because the serial killer is trying to stop. Oh my God, it's so good.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
I like that.
And it's darkly funny, but it is a touching, very well-made show. And what I want to say, it's one season. It's never gonna be 2 seasons. They did it for fucking art. You don't make a show for one season and close it out. Unless you're, there's got to be people in the top that were like, no, come on, do something corny at the end so that we can do a season 2. And it's like, you know, I really respect that. So anybody listening, check that shit out. And Jeff, you should watch it. It's phenomenal.
Okay. I will look into that.
And that's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
Store clerk killed after being impaled by golf club.
Oh yeah,
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Look at him processing this really well, guys. When I talk about other people's stuff.
Thing.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, no, it's just I guess that's entertaining to some people. Two guys talking about other people's stuff. That's what we're doing.
That's literally entertaining to everybody. Like, look at review content, show reviews, movie reviews, game reviews. Like, that's like 30% of the media on the internet. Like, unboxing. Anyways, I'm not trying to get into that, but
yeah, no, but I think you know what? I'm going to say two things. One, I think we run just a little bit more of a highbrow program. And then two, I'm just going to switch stories. Man arrested after grandpa sucker punched while pushing grandchild in stroller.
Man arrested after grandpa sucker punched while pushing baby in stroller.
Yeah, grandchild in stroller. This is the highbrow content we bring you guys. This is high art. I can't even actually. My computer is.
Your computer's fucked.
Breaking down, malfunctioning.
Okay.
Critical error.
Did you send him?
0. No, I didn't. I didn't send them.
Man arrested after grandpa sucker punched. Man arrested after grandpa sucker punched while pushing baby in stroller. California police have arrested and charged a man after a grandpa. What? I feel like you would say grandfather in the context of like this is global news. This isn't Yahoo News. Yahoo News, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I think you can use racial slurs on Yahoo News. At this point,
no, you can.
At this point,
no, I mean, if you're trying to get to the top, yes.
If you're trying to get to the top. After a grandpa was sucker punched in the face and left in the street while taking his infant grandchild for a walk in a stroller. Angel Sanchez Jr., 29, of Santa Barbara, is suspected of attacking 2 victims this past Tuesday, according to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Not such an angel now. A little bit of a devil. Sanchez. Authorities say they have received 2 calls late Tuesday afternoon about separate unprovoked attacks. The attacks occurred in Calabasas, which, fucking great name. Come on down to Calabasas! An upscale neighborhood home to numerous
celebrities. I was gonna say, you don't know Calabasas? That's like fucking, yeah, that's like people that use baby foreskin eye creams that they live in Calabasas.
Oh, okay. People that visited Epstein Island live in Calabasas.
Live in Calabasas, exactly.
How the fuck has no one been indicted for Epstein Island? Every time I think about that, it makes me have such little faith in the world.
Yeah, no, it's fucked.
There is a cabal, you guys. There's a powerful cabal that is protecting an enormous amount of the ultra elite. And those ultra elite are also fucking kids. So
it's crazy.
And
then they're in bed with our government. And then the government is like allowing all of it to happen because they're also participating in it.
Yeah.
It's just like fucking insane.
Yeah. Anyways, just sometimes I feel the need to just say that really quick. And now it's said. Authorities say they received a call. The first victim was a teenager. The shocking incident involving the second victim, a 60-year-old grandpa, was caught on a neighborhood's home security camera. And folks, I'm going to go ahead and keep watching. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and watch this together. This is a grandpa getting sucker punched in the face. That's what this is. Here we go. Oh!
Is it pretty rough? I can't see it. Is it pretty rough?
Fuck! Oh! The baby, no! Oh!
I said, oh no.
Okay, I'm
yeah,
screen
okay.
sharing. I'm gonna screen share for you. Okay. Okay, you ready?
Oh wow, Jesus. Okay, go ahead.
Here we go.
It just
Global
even the
news.
screen can tell some things are awry. Oh, is it going to show a replay? Kind of cut off there.
Yeah, it's gonna show a replay.
God, that's a big corn-fed boy.
That is a big corn-fed boy.
Oh shit. Okay, that was rough, but that wasn't. That was.
I mean.
Well, the problem is the baby fell out. I think that's the big thing.
I think the baby did fall out.
I mean, he hit with his left hand. Is he a lefty?
But it's a hook. Look at the. It's not a full windup, but that's.
Yeah. He's coming from the upper ground, I believe, too. It looks like there's like a slight slope.
And Grandpa has no clue.
Oh, no clue at all. So he's just literally boop 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 lights out.
Walking
Yeah,
his
that
sweet
is
little
fucked.
baby. Wow.
Oh God.
What a doozy. Folks. Holy hell.
What was the motivation? It's like, okay, listen, I'm not gonna say this guy was right at all. But what I'm saying is you have already done something so heinous. At that point, take the baby. Take the fucking yeah. At least get something out of it. Like, I mean, you could use that for ransom. There could be like you could shift it to a
lot more options if you have the baby.
With the baby, you come away with something. Leaving, we're gonna find you. We've got you on CCTV, and you have no baby to show. So it's like, I don't know.
No, I think you're not necessarily wrong here. He didn't get anything out of this.
Didn't get anything out of it.
He could have like beaten up a cabinet.
Take care of the baby. The baby will survive for a while.
Yeah, you've got good 7 to 14 days before the baby. Yeah. You've got some time. You've got some time to work on this. No, man, kidnapping is like actually at this point like my worst nightmare. Like
God. Yeah, because you put so much work into the little guy.
Yeah.
It's way worse. This is okay. So this is my dead baby / kidnapping matrix. Because when you get kidnapped, way sadder to get kidnapped as like a 2-year-old than like a fucking newborn. Newborn gets kidnapped. Well, what are you gonna do?
This is kind of, just so you guys know, this is kind of Jeff's spiel on like the younger a baby is, the more killable it is to Jeff.
Oh, it's okay. Jesus Christ! Don't fucking put that on me. Not killable. Not killable. Jesus, it's less sad. If
let's just say it's never ideal to kill a baby.
Never. I'm not talking killing. I'm talking about dying.
But Jeff.
I'm talking about being deceased.
Things aren't black and white. Things aren't black and white. So is there a more killable and less killable baby? That's all I'm saying. Is it more wrong to kill certain babies and less wrong to kill other babies?
Yeah. Check the 23andMe. Anyway, moving forward, I think that when a child dies, that's a sad time. But it is sadder if, say, like, a 5-year-old dies. Because it's like, okay, well, actually, I guess my matrix is the same the entire time. Listen.
When is it not okay to kill a child? That's what I'm going to ask you.
It's never okay to kill a child, but there are some children deaths that are less sad than others. If you die when you're 13 and you're like a precocious little like violinist, that's sadder than if like a baby who's like 6 months old dies. Because the baby that's 6 months old, they were barely in and out. The 13-year-old, like, they learned fucking Bach, and that was not easy.
So also difference in sadness levels for like value to society.
Immunity. Yeah. Whereas you know, you've said, okay, well, that's the question mark, baby. You never know what the baby's going to be. That's why it's so sad because it could have been anything. But some of these people, by the time they're 13, you know what's going to happen.
Sure,
So
sure,
it's
sure.
like,
So there are some babies that would be sadder to die than some 13-year-olds. It just depends on the child.
and again, I would just go back to this a lot. Check the 23andMe. There's a there is an intermittent delay, so I can't tell when you're laughing or not.
I did the second one. I didn't laugh on the second one. I didn't laugh on.
Okay, perfect, perfect.
So maybe
I'm
what we
not
need to
saying
do-
one way or the other. I'm just saying 23andMe. That's the brilliance of the joke. I'm leaving it to you, the viewer, to decide which race you would like to eradicate. That's we are a service-based podcast. I am allowing you to choose your own adventure.
Choose your own adventure. Most people
We are
going
providing
to
a
choose,
service.
Most people are going to choose white.
And that's where the cards fall. We cannot dictate what happens. I myself
We
am
just
more
released-
non-white than white. So I welcome anything that wants to naturally occur.
There you go. Jeff is promoting the final race war essentially, and he's also promoting, like
I'm
the right
promoting our
child
podcast,
killings.
the
The right child
Brotherwife.
killings. He's not promoting child killing. He's just promoting the right child killing. Is all. He's not saying that anyone should kill a child. He's just saying to people that are planning on killing a child, think about it first.
Really make it count.
Really make it count.
Really make it count. Really make it count.
Okay, so
Pick your child wisely.
pick your child wisely. Pick your own adventure.
Here's what I'm saying: kill a baby rather than a precocious 7-year-old.
Okay. I mean, I see what you're saying.
He's getting, and I'm not talking. Listen, I'm not talking to the perpetrator here. I'm talking to the big man upstairs. I'm leaving it in his woeful hands,
Okay.
and I say, kill a baby rather than a precocious 5 or 7-year-old. And I'm talking directly to the big man upstairs.
Okay. So
That's-
this is a
that's
form
what-
of prayer. We're engaging right now in a form of prayer.
I'm engaging in a form of prayer right now. Yes, absolutely.
See, I was engaging in attempting to HFO. And so maybe if I send that energy over to you, the prayer will mean more.
We need to become a church. That's what Jeff and Shalea from the Twin Flames universe did. And they had a baby, actually. And the baby is the third twin flame, which I always thought was funny. But also, the baby
Does
is
that mean
only
they wanna
allowed to have.
bang? Does that mean they want to
Yeah,
bang the baby?
well, check this out. The baby is only allowed to have sex with God. So you can understand the
Wait,
situation.
Is that...
Yeah, the baby is only allowed to have sex with God. And the guy, Jeff, did mention a bunch that he thinks that he was like that he's the second coming of Jesus. Folks that don't know, watch the Twin Flames universe on Netflix. It is a doozy. First episode, great. Second episode, gold. Third episode, not good. You can skip it after the second episode. Third episode, just a bunch of moms crying. I really wanted more. At the end of the second episode, though, you're like, this shit is fucking wild.
This sounds
And then
like
the third
a
episode-
Tiger King, like a Tiger King situation.
Yeah, it's a Tiger King situation for sure. I mean, there's not a global pandemic to like bolster it, and give it that little oomph boost, but it's a decent one. I could see the Twin Flames universe kind of coming and going. I don't think it's going to become like a big meme-worthy societal thing, but
Sure.
definitely worth a watch.
Not
during
everybody's holed up
episode
in
1
their
and 2.
houses anymore. Like, you literally had a
Exactly.
once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We missed a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity during quarantine.
I mean, absolutely. We
And-
took advantage of it. We had some good times. I was actually just listening to Roxana to the rap songs that I wrote during the quarantine.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we were like,
tyrant, you're like a fire hydrant.
yo,
I love that.
we were fucking doing music shares back and forth. It was fun. We were waking up doing yoga. You, me, and Andrew. We'd wake up in the morning, do
Yeah.
like fucking 30 minutes of yoga.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
It's a nice
I
time.
really like that. We can do it again. We can.
No, I don't think it's ever gonna happen. Actually, it's hard enough to get four people in a fucking room for an hour and a half at a time.
It's all
Starting to
about
lose
timing.
faith in being alive and trying to have friends that have kids slash wake up early
Well, the
for
funny
stock
thing is,
trading.
since we started it, Derek and I have been the most reliable ones. Like, seriously.
I mean, that's a very small data set, and actually, we haven't. You weren't able to come to the one. Well, I guess that wasn't like a original one. You get together one time.
Yeah.
You're going. You're
But I
going.
also, the last time I was one who was like, no, I can make it. Yeah, no, I can do it. I
Derek
guess
was.
we can.
Derek was the one. Derek was not reliable. Derek was like, "Oh, at the very last second, oops, I forgot. I can't make it until 8 p.m., which is literally what Andrew has said multiple times doesn't work for him.
Well, yeah.
So I mean,
But
no shade,
I
Derek.
said I could make
Derek,
either
no
time.
shade to you. I'm just trying to win the argument here.
You
Yeah,
and
but
you
you
aren't
weren't
going to, because I've been able to show up to every one. I've made the space.
As have I. Literally, as have I. I didn't get to the one that you and Derek because I had no phone reception and I didn't realize you guys were still going to meet up. So don't even fuck with me.
I mean, were you there? I just have one question. One simple, and it's
Jesus.
easy. It's an easy to answer question. Were you there?
I have one statement.
Okay.
Sometimes you do things that are bad. And this is one of them.
Okay.
And sometimes I do things that are bad too. Every human does things that are bad, but this, what you're doing, this is bad. This is bad. Because you know what? I didn't have cell reception, okay? And it's not like these things are like wholly planned out any fucking modicum of reasonable time before they're fucking happening.
We'll see how this goes. We'll check back. We'll check
Whatever.
back in on this in 6 months.
Whatever.
Check back in on this in 6 months.
You're trying to make some statement from a place of it's like when we had like 24 subscribers and then we hired Ryan and then he was like, "Yeah, you guys are up 7,000% in subscribers because we got like 7 subscribers."
Sure, yeah.
And you're like, "It's been you and Derek meet one time," and you're like, "Oh, I'm literally the most reliable."
I mean,
like
I hear you. I definitely hear you. But I can honestly say that I've been able to make it to every one. So
literally horrifically unreliable.
It's not true. It's not true.
Okay. Hey, fair enough.
It's not
fair
true.
Enough.
Especially not with the boys' nights. I've been killing it on boys'
No,
nights.
it's what you do is typically you'll give like a maybe and then it'll just be like a no at the end.
Yeah.
That's typically what happens.
Although, I mean, the last like 4 get-together things, I think I've come to, like the thing at Andrew's house twice. I've been pretty reliable lately, actually.
Okay. We each have our own interpretation of how things go.
Sure.
Perfectly fine for you to live,
In a fantasy.
by what you believe is right.
Sure. Yeah.
And
Hey, I want a little bit of respect for having tried hard. I want a little bit of I feel like I feel like I deserve a little something. I feel
like I was just making a general statement. You took it as a personal point to like bolster something that was like that you've often had inadequacies with, but in this small data set, you've like made it work. So you're like,
you can get them. You got to take them where you can get them.
You're like taking this opportunity to like get weird validation points that like, I don't know.
You're not going to give those validation points.
I'm not going to give them. I'm not going to give them.
Well, Derek would have a different opinion than you, but that's because he was there, I guess.
Yeah, well, he was there. Listen, if I knew that it was happening before, like a fucking second before it happened, I would have been able to go. But I was in a place where I didn't have service because I can't put my life on hold for mysterious happenings that may or may not happen.
That's the difference between you and me is I can't put my life on hold for that. You know, it's just,
right.
It's just
absolutely.
We're good. I'm fucking around here. We're good. I'm fucking around here. We're good.
No, I know
we're good.
Oh yeah.
I am a snake, but we are good.
We're great. No, of course we're good when you say we're good, so that means we're good because of course that would be the way It works out for you, and that's it's what you like. So
maybe what I should
why
say
would
is,
why would you punish somebody for acting in a way that they like?
why?
You can't.
No,
I mean,
you
that's
can't.
just their nature.
You can't. It's their
That's
nature.
their nature. Some of us are snakes, others are scorpions.
I like that, actually. I like that a lot. Some of us are snakes, others of us are scorpions, and there's a couple frogs, and they're gonna die.
There's a couple good frogs, and we're gonna drink them.
We're gonna drink them.
We're gonna blend them and drink them.
No, hey, it's an extremely small data set. I have over the last like 3-6 months, I have been really trying to make it to like friend events, and I feel like I've done an okay job.
Listen, that's fine. I was making a general statement, and then not only were you validating, but you were like, "Hey, I and not you." Yeah. And then you're like, "Were you there? Were you there?" And it's like, I literally did not have service, and like called and like tried to still make it out.
But again, it
wasn't like it was planned.
I've got to take them where I can get them. I'm gonna use that. I got to use that up. Whoa!
And listen, I just want the good folks at home to know what you really are.
Frogman. Speaking of frogs, we were just talking about snakes and scorpions and frogs. Frogman says, "Did you get the albino squirrel back yet?"
Oh my God, no! Can you make a call though?
Yeah, let's make a call. We're gonna try a call, and I'm gonna start back up the auto text machine.
It's smart to
Eric,
do so.
Here we go. Thank you for bringing up the albino squirrel. Here we go.
No, that's huge. We actually have a lot of folks that are really interested in this.
Okay, so we're calling Eric with the squirrel real quick.
3, 6,
oh.
2, 7, 1.
Is it off?
It's off.
6, 7.
Well, leave another voice message if you could.
I think his.
The mailbox is full.
The mailbox is full.
No. Voice text.
Yeah, voice text.
Voice text.
Here we go. And you can't see.
Can you play for the good folks at home the last voice text that you sent him?
Sure. Here's the last voice text. Here's the last voice text.
My squirrel back. He's doing a voice message. I need my fucking squirrel back, man. Literally. You need to call me and give me my squirrel back. I'd also love to have you participate in a quiz and trivia competition that we're having on the Brew with Brotherwife, a live stream that I'm a part of.
This guy's gonna kill me.
More importantly than that,
he's gonna taxidermy you and keep you as a fucking ransom from me.
I don't understand how this is even remotely okay. Like, this is so far from okay, Eric, and you know it, and I know
I can't hear him anymore. It's in and out. It's not picking it up fully.
Can I share this?
But they got enough. They got enough of it.
We left a 1 minute and 40-second message. I'll send him another one. This one, so you go in. Sometimes you go in hot. Sometimes you go in with the poison, and then you gotta come in with the honey.
What's your? Yeah, okay. You're going with the honey. Okay, I like this. Wait, really quick.
Eric.
I don't.
Tyler here. You know, I just wanted to say the last message was a lot, and I get that. But I do feel strongly that it's time to give the squirrel back. You've had the squirrel for about 2.5 years now, and you know, it's just you gotta take the high road here, man. I literally told my friends and family about the squirrel. Like, I called my mom. It's like I got into a nice college. It's like I was gonna get married. I called my mom and I said, "Mom, I found an albino squirrel, and it's really disrupted my family. It's really disrupted my well-being. Please, like, I can come to you and get the squirrel. I don't know what you need from me, but whatever it is, you tell me, and I will do it. Like I said, you know, that review is reversible. At this point, I'll pay to get my frozen squirrel back. I'll pay you more money for an unfinished squirrel, just a frozen squirrel. I'll pay you more money. Please, just give me a call. I just want to get my squirrel back. So now we go, this is the honey, and now we'll start rotating back and forth between. I have his home address. I could find his ex-wife.
I really liked when you were searching for the word, and then just unfinished squirrel. Something about that actually sat with me really well.
You know, you want to know the word? 2.5
That's
years, Frogman. Yeah, 2.5 years. So I think we need to accelerate from here. I think.
Has it been 2.5 years? Has it really been 2.5 years?
I trust Frogman more than I trust myself.
Listen, what you got to do is you got to find the fucking photo. There is a photo, and you need to find it.
Okay, I can try and find it. Should we file a police report at this point?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's file a police report live on the Brew, like on Friday. You want to file a police report live, and then
Is that illegal?
I don't think so. It's not. It's a real police report. It's real. He took my money and my squirrel. If it was just the albino squirrel, the right police officer would go and gun him down in the street. The wrong one wouldn't think it was a crime. You know, I really need a police officer from Seebeck for this one. I call and I say,
right.
Do you have any police officers from Seebeck on duty right now? Could you transfer me to them?
Can you transfer me to? Are there any officers that chew skull and none of that pussy wintergreen shit? But skull.
I want dead boar flavored chop that chews beef jerky and dead boar flavored skull at the same time. Do you have anybody that's transferred up from Oklahoma? I really feel like somebody from Oklahoma will resonate with this.
Is there anybody that has a Blue Lives Matter patch on their actual uniform? That's the one I want.
That's the one I want. And if you don't, I have 3 Blue Lives Matter. I could send you a patch. You could put it on an officer.
I could send it. We could pick on which one you want.
The officers.
Brass tacks is I need someone who's gonna gun a certain person down who, let's say, deserves it.
See, and the tough part here is that Eric is one of those. He is one of those people. He is a forest person. You know, he is an Oklahoman. That's just a fish out of water.
So you have to send somebody who can match his.
Exactly.
And here's the thing, and I know that we don't like. God damn it! I just wish the world was a safer place for stupid jokes. I know that we don't like race-based humor here on Brotherwife, but I think that we do have some traction because it is an albino squirrel. if it was a fucking just run-of-the-mill,
sure,
squirrel. Okay, I'm done. All right, there we go.
You know what?
Albino squirrel. I know.
Testing. You're like Lupin right now. Dude,
1 2.
Lupin this morning, I had to take all the chairs out of my fucking living room and kitchen. I had to put them all in a different room because he just would not listen to me. And then I'm like, okay, Lupin, I'm going to take away the nativity scene if you don't stop trying to throw it. And then he's like, okay, Dad, okay. And for 2 minutes, he's good. And then he just takes the whole nativity scene. It's like this ceramic stuff and just starts screaming, help you, help you, help you. And Hulk smashes it into the ground and just destroys the whole thing. But you're like Lupin. You're testing boundaries right now, you know? And that's,
I have to.
We're in terms of like our maturity as a podcast, we're right at that like 2-year mark. We're about to hit the terrible 2s.
Yeah. What if we because we're talking about sections, you want to do like a rant section or something, maybe because I'm 10% West African, we do a section where Jeff explores the N-word. But it's each time it's like a different N-word, like Neanderthal.
Okay.
Or like naive. And then we just do like a quick little thing where it's like the etymology of the word, its use, popularity, just a quick 60 seconds on a word that you might not know, starting with N.
Sure, and you could. I mean, ChatGPT can even help put all of that together. You can literally.
My God, that's true. We could do that in like 6 seconds.
Yeah, no, we can literally do it in 6 seconds. That actually, I think, is pretty nice.
Exploring the N-word, yeah.
Yeah, exploring the N-word.
And so all of our audience is just gonna have a really great lexicon, but only with the letter N.
There you go.
That's near a nuanced navigational narrow
narrative,
nihilistic narrative.
There's not a lot of prepositions that start with N. Maybe there's none. Nowhere.
Never, nowhere.
Know how.
Neither, nor. Nice, nor. Normal.
Wow. Never mind. You're built for this. This is gonna be really good.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Frogman, we'll do a police report on Friday for sure.
I want to know if Frogman thinks we should do a police report.
He
Frogman,
said, he said, please report, please report. So I've got the answer for you. Frogman wants us to report.
fuck. Okay, I guess.
I guess
Well,
we're
so
doing a police report. We've got 8 seconds here.
wait.
We love you guys. It has been an absolute pleasure.